So, Devil May Cry. This is something that I've been waiting for a very long time, especially because it's helmed by Adi Shankar. I think that's how you say his name. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Either way, the guy is a genius. Adi is a beast because how he's adapting these video game series that everybody thought were unadaptable or couldn't have a medium to where it's not a game. He's proven everybody wrong. But with the Castlevania series, the Dota series, also the Witcher series. The Witcher series is something I really wish they do more animated versions of, because you can do more inside the animated realm than what you can do inside the live action realm for all of these video game series. Now, something that he excels in is the action inside these series, and it only got better over time. I started watching his work with Castlevania, and then to see him gradually develop his skills and show us as the viewer that he's not here just to adapt and get a quick cash grab. He's putting his heart and soul into each of his projects, regardless of the validity of said project. Like, I remember I was like, why are we on Castlevania season 4? You know, because it's not that important to the overall Castlevania story in my eyes, but this is him proving himself. These are his proving grounds for other, eyes that's possibly looking to him for a certain adaptation. Devil May Cry, but they dropped the whole damn season, so I'm happy about that. But this is what I have to do just to make sure that they come out in a timely fashion. I'm only one person, but either way, without further ado, Devil May Cry episode 1 and 2. Alright, and we on. Yeah, you can see the high level of animation with this, the reflections, the thicker lines, the contrast, the soft contrast on every scene when light hits somebody's fabric. Wow, man, they're going in on this one. They're going in on this one. Was that a devil arm?
Well, this is awkward. I didn't realize the heist had such a specific dress code. And here I came in my Easter best.
Why does he have Virgil's amulet?
What the fuck is that thing? Rabbit? I don't care what it is. Kill it.
That's Force Edge. I was wondering, I was like, why is it emitting that light like that?
Sword of the demon.
The Force Edge. Yup, Sparta.
Isn't it that such a holy place would house the most powerful weapon of hell, truthing your own?
Oh shit. Oh, bro, the bones underneath the neck, the details in this one is crazy. Woo! Oh, shit.
Stand together on the threshold of a new age. The age of the demon. This world is about to become much larger.
Nice editing.
Well, not for you.
Dante, yay! Out of here. Okay. Okay. Animation looking fire so far.
Shut that guy. Dang. Man, Skeletor did not hold up since the 80s.
I'm fucking done. Knowing the series, I cannot separate Nero's voice from... What the fuck? Did you just not see the baby transform into a motherfucking... I'm sorry, how did that stop you, Dante? This dude literally fights cataclysms on feet, and then a fucking purse smack stops him. Rebellion, Yamato. I think that's Force Edge. The amulet. Then that creates Sparta. Okay. Know what you wanna do now? Rolling, 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 rolling. Rolling, 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 rolling. Rolling, 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 rolling. Okay. Angles, that's tight. I thought he just stabbed him one time in the face, dog. This nigga said, yeah. And Dante uses them because he is moving in light speed, just like how he moves in the games. We don't see it because we're the one playing the game, but he just moves light speed like some of the descriptions in the game say. Like,
Dante, leaving so soon.
What the fuck? Virgil?
Brother.
This early? This can't be Virgil.
Dad, oh, I'm here.
But I was about to say, Virgil don't have no fucking weird. I thought he was about to do summon swords, but then his fucking fingers did that. I'm like, that's not Virgil. Hey, I know that design. This nigga done broke the guns. Oh, so that means he hasn't met Neil Goldstein yet, who created Ebony and Ivory for him.
Takes me back. All I know is the old story. Sparta was an ancient demon back in the days when the two realms were still joined.
I like how they drew Sparta.
He sided with humans to fight his own kind, the champion of hell, until he turned against its king. I know the story. What does the sword have to do with it, though? I'm getting to it. So, being such a swell guy, Sparta takes it on himself to protect humanity by casting a spell, creating a war between the realms, so to speak. It was the power of his sword, apparently, that let him do it, with the help of a magic amulet. That's it. Of course. Look,
But like, how does this like thug just know all of this lore type shit? But the military that the rabbit freaking hired don't know about the sword Sparta that they were in presence of. I'm gonna let it slide.
I have extremely sensitive information pertaining to concern regard to the end of the world, sir. I have to deliver, sir. As in
The sirs.
your person, sir. I heard the rapper say something after he done this. He was pissed off. He was furious, sir. He knows what the other half of the amulet is. And
He giving off Boondocks vibes a little bit. But plan failed.
His plan.
They can fly underwater.
Something about hiring someone for a setup job or something. Whoever it was, that's who has the other piece, sir.
Dante.
When I see in that. Oh, that was a good first episode, y'all. That was a good first episode. That was a good first episode, y'all. For real. This is from Devil May Cry 3. Yeah, okay. They doing it, y'all. They doing it. They doing it some justice. This is fire as fuck. This is kind of everything I wanted from it. Hopefully the Darkcom and all of the other stuff doesn't get too inflated to overtake Dante's story that I want to see adapted, but also those elements are introduced inside the story, so you know it can gain more realism to it. Because I've always asked in the back of my head while playing all the Devil May Cry games, what are the humans in this dimension doing about this? How are they reacting to what you call demons inside the alleys, and what you call portals opening every now and then seeing cataclysmic events happening, but they just going about their day getting a burger and fries. You know what I'm saying? So I like that they're introducing, you know, some realism into the story as well, so we can get a more, not a grounded approach, because we see with how they displaying Dante's powers that they're not going to do like a grounded approach to where it's just like all human interactions and stuff, like, and also with the white bunny, with the white rabbit, we seen how his moves and power set look exactly like Dante's. Like, he lightning fast, he cut old boy's head off, and then right after that, one of his punches just demolished the dude. Like, that was like one, he punched the dude into the fucking pillar, and he splat. So it's, they showing the power levels that these characters hold inside their own source material. So I'm hoping that they don't, I'm just hoping that they don't sacrifice too much of that for the realism effect of it, with the introducing the dark com and you know, the I like how they did the news montage of like, what, this dude just said terrorist demons, and he was like, oh, my wife, you know, like jokey stuff like that, but it also is helping in world building. So I fuck with that. That was a fire first episode. I'm not gonna hold you. But now let's get to episode 2, because I gotta check out 2 of these things, because a whole dang season is out. But hey, it's another type of project for me. All right, and we start in episode 2 in 3, 2. There we go.
Why'd you bring the
That's the
boys
save,
from
yeah.
nowhere? They don't look like no jarheads to me. These soldiers will be in the field overseeing the operation. You'll deliver the package to them.
I hope they didn't create this adaptation with the fans too much in mind, because I could call out some of these characters like, oh, that's Lady, oh, that's Dante. But if they did that with just that in mind,
You and the cat with the nice eyes. Hold on a second.
that might be.
Is this something you like, sweetheart?
What you said was correct. Real. They're really fucking hard.
They changed their eye color. It's red and blue, not red and green.
Like these.
Okay. I'm not going to try to be too hypercritical about this, because, you know, I understand they're introducing these characters to fill out the realism inside the universe.
But still. We're here for the amulet.
I'm fucking done.
Come on, do it.
I'm done! Not the Toro. That's crazy.
The big guy would get at least a hit in or something. Man, these two.
That would not happen. I'm sorry. They gotta have the narrative go forward, but that would not. Easter egg, when he catches it like this, he gonna catch her upside down. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how I don't know how he caught her like that when she was falling head first, but okay. They really pushing this.
Don't bother taking members of their species prisoner.
Oh Lord, it hurts. It hurts.
Under special circumstances. Insurance. Just in case we manage to get out of the truck.
What truck?
Dante would never get caught like this. I'm sorry. Hey.
Who caught who now,
Okay.
motherfucker?
Okay. We're just gonna act like Dante can actually get taken out like that. The motherfucker who done fought Argosax point blank in the middle of nowhere and still caught him off guard. Where there's nothing around him. And he could... How do you do that? He must have been too fast that the motherfucker couldn't even see him. In a dimension with nothing around them, an endless plane of nothingness. Only two niggas in there, and this demon god, who is not even close to equivalent to Dante's speed and power, could not catch this nigga. Like I said, I'm gonna let this slide. This is only episode 2. I'm gonna let this slide because, you know, they gotta tell the narrative. They gotta tell the story. But I just said something I think the last episode, I was like, I hope they're not doing this. Oh no, in this episode at the beginning, I hope they're not making this adaptation with the fans in mind too much, because then it's just going to be a bunch of, oh, call out, I know this, I know that, which is what we're watching it for, the fans, the true fans of Devil May Cry. But it seems they're going a direct opposite route. They're like, okay, we're going to use these characters to form, like I said, we're going to formulate a cohesive story around all of the Megru, or Timon Megru comes up. We're not supposed to know about Virgil until after Timon Megru, or before that. Well, this is kind of like in between that, because he did meet Rabbit first inside the, I think, a novel or some shit like that. But the chronology is kind of off. You got Darkcom, which is what I said was cool. I thought this was a nice idea of making, you know, the what the government would do inside this situation, a actual player inside this, you know, game. But Dante would not be taken out by Lady in any means necessary. In anything, in any type of, even this scenario that they didn't put him in, he would not, like, okay, like I said, I'm gonna let this shit slide. We got 8 episodes. So, you know, we got 6 more to go. I'm just saying, I'm hoping that they fuck around and, you know, make this make sense, because we seen in the game what actually happened when Lady first met Dante. This nigga was untouched. She shot him in the face. This nigga caught the bullet with his teeth and spit it out. Then when she did shoot him in the head, he was like, hey, what you doing? You know something? I'm about to let your ass go. And it was like, I was saying, there's like supposed to be a callback, like when he grabs her by the leg and then he's like, what you doing? And then she shoots him in the head. But then somehow while she's falling face first, like head first into the pavement, when the dust settles, he's holding her by her arms or by her hands. I don't know. Hey, 6 more episodes to get this shit together, y'all. Now, right now, the first episode was a nice opening. You know, they doing some callbacks here and there. Second episode, you see some little Easter eggs. Him doing the Nero, smoking sexy style, emote taunt. But this lady that they made for this adaptation, yeah, she's made to push the narrative forward. She's made to push the story forward. All them niggas, they operate on a higher dimension of movement and shit like that. So I know my lord. That's the only reason why I'm kind of salty about how this episode went. But hey, we gon' hope for the best, y'all. We gonna hope for the best, y'all. Devil May Cry episode 1 and 2. AOCY, I'm out of this thing. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Sorry if I was a little long-winded, but it's just because of my love for the series. I wonder what Atrophy of Soul thinks of this. I wonder what what's the old boy name? He be like, people underplay how strong Nero is. I forget his name right now. But he has like his avatar is like in Devil Hunter's clothes with the Red Queen, and it's like blue, and he has gray hair. So I wonder what they think of this, because they're avid